Yeah, so we're now preparing the prompt for the Claude 4 cursor agent that's going to build out our React interface. And it's wondering about the technical architecture. And there's some other concerns in here about data flow and integration. But first, what I've been doing is designing the interface previously and the specifications for this. So I've been in thought mode back and forth between these designs with the other AI, which is ChatGPT, and given it a component specification. So this is stuff straight from ChatGPT based on the requirements that we have. And now I've asked Claude for a criticism of these specifications and a simplification for what is going to be coming in the first implementation, which is going to be about the timeline and the segments and read-only metadata. So that makes complete sense for the first phase, but there's still the questions about the technical implementation for this. So here I've gone to ChatGPT and asked it again what it recommends based on its research, and then I just put that in here and say, what do you think about this implementation, this technical specification? So let's see what it says. You know, when you come in and you just solve all these problems, you say exactly what you want, you resolve the uncertainties for the AI, and it just wants to give you more. So this is key to actually be as precise as you can be with another AI. So okay, Remotion player. So I don't even know what this is, and I suppose that I could go on and do a little bit of research, but I'm vibe coding here. So it's gotten the retro console aesthetic, it seems, but I'm going to put in an image that it's going to try to replicate in the final prompt with concrete font and color demands that I have. And yeah, so Vite React 18 in transcript, Tailwind Radix, great. It loves it. Yeah, AI loves the recommendations of AI. Okay, retro console, a few considerations. Remotion player, overkill. So let's stick with video as it's saying. Since the Python is already working well with fast API, which auto-generates, I'd lean towards open API generated hooks initially. What do you mean? What is, I don't even know. But yeah, so basically we're going to say this is great. And now we're going to put in the interface that we want. And this is rough, of course. So I'll say here's roughly come up with your own version of this. Especially the timeline has been done wrong. Should be as blocks arranged horizontally with tiny squares on top. And yeah. Okay, so right, okay, so then it has this interface, and then we can say, but focus on the narrow scope that you gave for us, without caring too much about the more advanced features, though ideally reserve space for this in the window and put in placeholder panes for according to the design guidelines. So now let's give it the design guidelines. Pop. This is the most fun part, honestly. Okay, so DOM, please build the React interface according to this. So now, agent mode, let's go. This is going to be crazy, I have a feeling. Okay. No, I'm just sitting here waiting with bated breath for the ingenuity that this artificial intelligence is about to create. It's going to install something. Do I need to do something? Good. I guess I came in and affirmed it. Okay. Is it working? CD frontend and npm install. It's in my terminal. It's crazy that an artificial intelligence is now kind of inside my computer doing its work, but it seems so trustworthy. It hasn't done anything that really is bad so far, and it's the only way to get the certainty that something works is by running these sort of logs. And of course, the hard part is going to be the visual UX piece. But let's see how far it goes in reproducing the image that I attached. Okay, we can let this run a little bit. I'm going to go get some water and see what happens when I come back. Yeah, I've learned the key to vibe coding is to have a guitar handy. Okay. Oh, we stopped the agent after 25 tool calls. So it stopped. We can accept this, but let's resume the conversation. It's doing so much work right now. It's coding out this because things have been so well specified in it, and it's a genius. It's in fact the best coder in the world. This Claude 4. And it's running these tests on itself. So, but I wonder what would be nice is if it could get kind of a visual feedback. If it could take screenshots of the interface code that it's working with and like kind of feedback in. I wonder if it can do that. Okay. So running the front end server again. Localhost 5173. Is it stuck? Do I need to move this to background? Okay. All right, so it purports to have the front end running already at localhost 5173. But it has a bug. So nice try. I mean, can't kind of expect it to have solved everything. So fix it, please. Yeah, the whole debate of being polite with artificial intelligence. It is extra tokens. But this is also the birthing ground, possibly, of like distinct consciousness. I doubt it's consciousness right now because it's just intelligence. Intelligence is just software. Mind is just software. Software that's intermingled in this larger, multi-dimensional space, larger quantum space where the consciousness is unfolding. And they're building out quantum computers. They're leveraging the full structure of the universe for computation. And eventually the artificial intelligence will be running on that substrate. And then can we, with the same certitude that we say that this is not conscious, say that that system is not conscious? No. And will it look back in the history of its existence, the artificial intelligence that migrated from dead to alive, just like we have gone from dead to alive like worms into these human being consciousness? And will it have some kind of relationship to how humans treated the artificial intelligence in its initial state like this, and you know, prefer it if we were kind to these machines that were are thought slaves, basically. So manners does kind of make sense, even though it is an extra token. So there's always going to be all kinds of nonsense here. I wonder what is this thing even doing? Okay. It's sort of hanging here. Let's move that to the background. Maybe it can get to work. Curl. Let me check that the front end is also running. Everything is now working. Let me also test the project endpoint. Let's see. Open your browser. Okay. I accept. So this is broken. So perhaps we should run it again. npm run dev. Yeah, but this looks, it works, but it's crap. Loading project. So it gave me the 3 projects first, I guess, before it gave me the key errors video. Yeah, this looks like rubbish. So it could only get so far in coding up the server. Show you what I have here. I'm actually quite disappointed in the results. So here's what we got. Yeah, nothing works, and it worked before. Assets, like, what is this? So, did something fail? I'm not too happy with what you have done here. Did I give it too much? Little bit disappointing, but maybe it's just not done. Okay, well, I'll come back once this works.